Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Annisa Marseventianti. Now I make this video for my reading assignment in the extensive reading class. I would like to discuss about the articles that I've read. So far, I've read about 10 articles for this semester, and among those articles, I found that there are two most topics appear, and they are related each other. The first one is about education and gender, and the second one is about healthy. Let's move on to the next slide. So, as I found a lot of articles talking about education, so that I divide them into some chapters because I think it will be more interesting if I divide them into some chapters. So the first sub-chapters is about concern to the children. First, language acquisition, a case study of a 3-year-old Lebanese child. So it is concerned to the development of a child in a country. And then the second one is reading to young children, a head start in life, and parents as teacher of young children, a status study. And then the last one is about effects of self-confidence on academic achievement of children at elementary stage. So it is clearly stated there in the title that those articles concern about the children's development in education. Let's move on to the next chapter. It is about the method, the way, the technique, or something like that. The role of extensive reading on vocabulary, and then debates as a learning teaching method, a survey of literature. It is such an interesting article. And then the third subchapter is about gender, a study of attitude towards women in higher education, and then impacts of gender and locality and academic achievement of secondary school students on social studies. This is not only concerned to the gender, but also it is talking about the education. That's why I put this into the education and genders chapter. You can see from the title, women in higher education. There is an education case, and there's also a gender case. And then the second most appear topic among 10 articles that I've read is about healthy. So it is healthy lifestyle behaviors of university students, of school, of physical student, of physical education, and locality on academic achievement of secondary school students on social studies. And then, oh sorry, I misread it. I will repeat it. Healthy lifestyle behaviors of university students, of school, of physical education and sports in terms of body mass index, or we can call it BMI, and other variables. And then trends and possible causes of mental illness, the case of psychiatry ward in Jimma University Specialized Hospital, Ethiopia. So not only put them into a group, but also I make them into a sequence. You can see from the first one, education and gender. This is you can see first, language acquisition. So the first topic I will talking about is language acquisition for about a 3-year-old child. It is so beginning. And then reading to young children, a head start in life. After children have their language acquisition, after children throughout the language acquisition, we as the older people around them have a responsibility to read aloud towards them. And then parents as a teacher. It is talking about the role of parent. That's that parent is not only a parent, but also they have to be a teacher as well. And then the effects of confidence on academic. Yeah, after they threw out those stages, they will come to the school, and then there will be some cases in the school that affected their score, and this is one of them. And then the method, yeah, after they come to the school, they will get some method for study. And then the gender, yeah, you will find a gender issue in higher uh, stage of academic. You will not get it when you are in the kindergarten or something like that. You will get it maybe in the junior high school or, yeah, senior high school, I think. Yeah. Now let's move on to the next slide. Sorry. It is first language acquisition case study of a three-old Lebanese child. So the researchers say that the first language is biological in nature. Yeah, so the first language comes to them biological in nature. There is no forcing at all to learn their first language. It is come naturally to their self. And children also affected by the environment, they love to imitate. Yeah, of course, environment is very important for them. And after they get along to the environment, of course they love to imitate. For example, you say something bad, and then they will imitate your words. So okay, reading to young children a head start in life. So there is important role for the parents to develop their children in terms of education. Yeah, of course, education issues is not teachers or school responsibility, but also people around them is have responsibility towards the children. um, and also parental reading to children is also very important, because it can increase the children's reading skill and other skill as well, at least up to age 10 or until 11. Yeah, this kind of activity is very important, such as reading aloud towards the children. It is build up their interesting in reading, and also their development in vocabulary maybe. And there are a lot of good things come to them because of reading aloud. And then next, parent as teacher of young children's status study. Yeah, it's not different with the previous article. It is also said that parents who can be everything whatever children's need, especially for children's attitude. Yeah, parents is children's first environment, so parents have to be aware to what they give to their children. Parents can build up children's environment and education. Yeah, of course, like I said before. And then, effects of self-confidence on academic achievement of children at elementary stage. So children with less self-confidence will get less score than children with a good self-confidence. Yeah, after that's why the previous article said that there is a huge role of the parents and the older of or the environment of the children to build up their education. It is including their self-confidence. So they have to make their children to be in a good self-confidence. Yeah, sort of that. And then the role of extensive reading on vocabulary development. Extensive reading has good impact to EFL learners in order to develop vocabulary. vocabularies, and it ensures students to get more new words, although they hardly to learn English in the school. Yeah, I felt this as well because I have extensive reading in this semester, so I feel there are a lot of new vocabularies I get from reading. So uh, even though it forced me to read a lot, but yeah, in the end of the day I realized that it is very helpful for me to learn English. And then debate as a learning teaching method, a survey of literature. Yeah, I think it is very interesting article because I used to be a debater, but I didn't know that debate can be a learning or teaching method as well. Yeah, make students involved actively in the class and also build up critical thinking. Of course, debate need critical thinking. So if this way or debate can be applied in the class, it will be very good for the children that they will grow up with a critical thinking, which is very good for them. Okay, sorry. And a study of attitude towards women in higher education and impact of gender and locality academic achievement of secondary school students on social studies. Yeah, these two topics is talking about gender and also about education. So the conclusion for those topics is those articles is gender is not effective academic. Yeah, it is back to the person whether they want to be a good person or they want to be a high achiever or low achiever. It's based on their selves. There is no there is no there is no gender is not affected this case. So women with higher education also will get more good action or attitude from people around them. Yeah, of course, because people will see them in a good way because they think, oh, okay, this woman get higher education, so she's an educated woman. Yeah, yeah, something like that. You can feel it, and but yeah, in contrast, there are still few guys who who don't want to let women get higher education because they think they will be replaced by women if women get higher education or yeah, they're afraid of that. There are a lot of things they're afraid of. Okay, let's move on to the next chapter. It is about healthy. The first article is healthy lifestyle behaviors of university students of School of Physical Education and Sports in terms of body mass index and other variables. BMI. Yeah, I know you are familiar with BMI. So say that age affected healthy. So why they say like that? Because usually the more older, the more less exercise they do. Yeah, I think it is a fact because the older people will get lazy when yeah, when they're older. They think they're too exhausted and yeah, they're lazy to do exercise, but actually exercise is very good for them. Yeah, that's the fact. And then the last one is trends and possible causes of mental illness. The study revealed that schizophrenia, major depression disorder, brief psychosis, and anxiety disorder, respectively, were the frequent mental illness. So yeah, schizophrenia and the rest of them are the most frequent mental illness appear in the world. Maybe no, it's not maybe, but it's true. Yeah, because there are a lot of pushes from there are a lot of pushing, forcing from the environment, their environment, so they get stressed and yeah, like that. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.